Hello, guys. Welcome back to Unique Nostalgia. I am Daniel Cruz, and this week's episode, because I told you guys I was gonna be consistent, because I was like, "Bitch, I gotta be consistent for once in life." Um, but yeah, on this week's episode, we're gonna be talking about my opinions on season 1 of Gossip Girl. I had never watched it, and I always was like curious because I always heard people talk about it. So I was like, "Oh, let me like see what's the hype is," because it looks really good. It looks something like I know I'm gonna like because like I love drama shows. Trader Liars, I love that shit. I was made for that shit. Um, so yeah, and I actually am going to make a video version of this podcast. So yeah, I'm gonna record this week's episode so you guys can hear it. So if I sound a little like far away or you hear sounds, I am so sorry. I am cooking. Actually, I'm not cooking. De hecho, voy a hacer atole de avena, which I've never made. This is my first time making this. My mom kind of told me how to do it, but not really. She was just kind of like, "You figure it out." So I'm like really nervous. Not gonna lie. Um. So yeah. I'll continue and I'll give you kind of gives an update on what exactly I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it, what's gonna put. If you guys want to watch the video version of me making my atole, you guys can totally subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is gonna be actually my first video slash kind of like my first introduction. Um, so yeah, I will be posting it. So yeah, right now I'm gonna grab. So basically, I guess I'm gonna try to remember. Um, so básicamente, what you have to grab like boil some canela, té de canela. You know what I'm talking about? You do. If you don't, you don't. I don't freaking know how to explain it. Just té de canela. If you're Mexican, you get it. Maybe you're another race and you're like, I know what the fuck that means. Good for you. But yeah. So basically, you boil that, and I guess afterwards leche la avena, and then afterwards, when you see that it's doing good, and she's like before it bubbles up and kind of becomes gooey nooey, you add salt so it doesn't become like this really weird like super special. I don't know how to say in English, like I guess super like condensed, like not condensed actually, super like heavy. So yeah. And then you I think add milk to it. And then you add lechera. And then mix it around, let it cook. And that is everything. So yeah. But here, sorry, I'm sorry, like, that was, like, kind of random. It's just, I'm just kind of gonna be doing this episode, but I also kind of want to have some other stuff to talk about, blah, 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 blah. You know what the fuck I mean. Um, you're probably like, I know it. Can you tell I'm a Gemini? Not just because I'm beautiful, but because I'm so quirky. Just kidding. But sure. So yeah, let's continue. So yeah, I was watching season 1 of Gossip Girl. I actually had tried to watch it before, but like low key, I was into it, and then I was like, nah, I'm gonna stop because I don't know, dude. I think I have ADHD. I don't know if I have ADHD. I feel like I do, and I know a lot of people say they think they do, but then I see other people talking about their having ADHD, and I'm like, that's me. And then I see on TikTok a lot of people say like, oh, this is sign of ADHD, or this is things happen to me as an ADHD, and then I was like, I think that's me. It's either that or I'm bipolar, to be honest, because I've had some friends that have been diagnosed being bipolar, and they understood how I felt. So if +1 + 1 equals I'm mentally ill, and I kind of have it. I kind of feel it, kind of known it, just because I was like, the way I feel does not feel right. But we're Mexicans. We do not, I guess, quote unquote, believe in mental illness. It's all in your hand, which, quite frankly, it is. But so I'm so sorry. I keep going like off topic, but I was watching season 1. Yeah, like I was saying, like I was watching it and I thought it was cool. But then I was like, and I stopped because I was like, I don't know. This is kind of getting like good, but kind of boring, and it was kind of like super long. So then I stopped, And then I went back to it. I actually binge watched I watched until to episode like I think 8 or 9, and I finished like the rest, which is episode 18. So probably like watch what, maybe 10 episodes. They're super long, if I'm being honest with you, because I didn't go to sleep until like 6 in the morning. That's when I finished season 1. I was watching season 2, like just kind of spoilers. Not really, because I'm not gonna really talk about it because I just haven't watched it fully, so I don't really want to like give my opinion on them. I kind of watched it and I fell asleep. But besides the point, Gossip Girl was so good. I really, really loved it. Like I was like, this shit is so good. Like I can see why people freaking love this. This shit is so fucking bomb. Um, Gina, is that the one?
I
The
accidentally meant Georgina.
Georgina. I hate that hoe. I hated her because she was manipulating Blair, and I was like, you know what? Actually, not Blair, bitch.
I'm talking about
the
Serena,
blonde
my bad.
bitch. I don't know her name. Serena. Serena. My bad. My bad. You guys are gonna cancel me. Please don't. Please don't. Georgina tried to was blackmailing. Oop. Actually, spoilers. Before you guys say anything, spoiler heard ahead alert. I don't know. Actually, that doesn't make sense. There's gonna be spoilers. I kind of forgot it. I forgot to mention that. Yes, I'm gonna be spoiling. So if you don't want to listen to the episode, totally understand. You guys can come back next week. I'm gonna have different. Actually next week I might have different story times, like to tell like small little story times that have happened to me. You know, because a bitch has been through a lot, and I feel like I have a lot of stories that are so random that I literally, it's just weird. But yeah, continue going. I hated that hoe, Georgina, or whatever the fuck that hoe was. I hated her. She was a fake ass bitch, and she did Blair. I mean, not Blair, Serena, so freaking bad and dirty. Like, bro, this hoe was mad because she didn't want to be doing what the fucking that bitch wanted to do. I was like, you know what? If I could go into a show, I would beat her ass because you know what? Blair is a bitch, and pero pues es una cosa Georgina y Blair. Totally completely different worlds. I don't like Blair sometimes because she's such a fucking bitch, and honestly, but I also kind of love that because the Loki. I'll be being honest with you. I feel like I'd be Blair, but also I can be Serena. But I feel like I'm Serena in like an emotional aspect, but I feel like I am Blair when it comes to my Aquarius rising and my Aquarius moon coming out. Just because I can see that. I can totally see that. Like I'm literally her. Like she is my ego. Yeah, Blair is my ego, and Serena is me. So yeah, I loved it. I thought it was such a great season. I think that the characters were really good. What's the one? I love Blair, but she was a bitch. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that they kind of made her feel like they put her down. They kind of be like, "Nah, bitch, you ain't that, all that." When she was fucking Chuck and Nate, and then they found out, and then she got treated like a hoe. But honestly, she would have done that shit, so she kind of got a little bit taste of her own thing, you know what I mean? So I was really glad that they did that to her. Like, I'm not glad, but I'm also like, Blair needed to be humbled. And she was kind of humbled. She's still a bitch, though, but, well, I mean, Blair is Blair, you know what I mean? Um, what is that one other guy? The guy from
I meant
Joe from
Dan
You.
Humphrey.
I don't know fucking know his name on the show, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. He was so annoying. So annoying. Like, he was so like, I was like, you're rich. Like, you don't know what struggle is. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. You guys are white. And the only reason y'all broke is because your daddy doesn't do anything good with his life and your mama's a hoe. Okay? Mr. Entitled bitch. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Miss Serena was honestly more humble versus Mr. fucking whatever. I'm gonna call him Joe because that's all his name. I know his name. Mr.
I'm talking
Joe.
about Dan
Like
again,
that
my bad.
motherfucker was so cocky. He always made Serena's feel like make her he kind of put her down because she had advantages and like and, you know, like that's fine, but also like just because someone has an advantage doesn't mean you need to put that person down. Like how the fuck is that their fault? Well, actually, you know, like I get where he's coming from, but also I feel like he blames her for everything. And like he's always like, oh, I just like to get like small things in life, and like I feel like that's okay, you know. But he's such a like a little prickly bitch about it. Like, bro, Serena's just trying to make you happy, dude. She hasn't been with someone seriously. You're the first person she's with, like, and she's just the first person she actually gives a fuck and she wants to be with, and you're the person she chose, and you want to go, bitch. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I hated him because honestly, he was thought he was really all that. He thought he ate, but what the fuck did he eat? Nothing. Nothing. The only thing he ate was audacity. Audacity because that motherfucker. Like, I didn't like. I liked him, but I was like,
Talking about Dan again. My
you know what,
bad.
Joe? You knew what you were doing, and I don't like that. Um, but yeah, I thought Nate was so fucking cute. I look. Oh my god! Since we're really going there, Jenny, I hated her. I loved her in the beginning. She was such a humble little bee. I loved her, and I didn't really expect her to be the way she became. But then I also was kind of like, I also did see it. She's white. What the fuck do you expect? Yeah, and I just didn't like her because at the end she was such a bitch to her dad, and like Loki, her dad was the nicest to her. Like he fucking loved that hoe. Like he treated her respectfully. He was always like, "I want to see you happy," and he always did to make her happy. And then, you know, I just was like, "Nah, fuck Jenny." At the end of the season, like she was the way she was like toward her dad. But then I was looking like, I lucky was Jenny when I was younger. So I don't know. I want to judge you, but I'm not gonna judge you. But I'm gonna judge you. You know what I mean? I didn't like her. I just didn't. The season she went downhill and she humbled herself, but I can still see her progressing to being that little bitch because I feel like at the end of the day, everyone's insecure, and I feel like people's insecurities really do come out. And I feel like I understand why certain people's situations are where they are, especially her being poor. Because honestly, if she would have been rich, honestly, she would have been the next Blair. If we're being frankly honest, and I would like I related to her in a way, but I was shit. I also was like, no, she thought that she was doing all this, and I just didn't like the way she was acting. I think that she had people that loved her and accepted her for her who she was. She had great communication. She had great parents. Well, not the mom, because the mom was a hoe. No judgment to being a hoe, but like I just didn't like her because Loki, Sis was never with her. But she when she was there, she wanted her to be all about her, and then she was acting like, "Oh, Brandy, like I am your mother." At the end of the day, like no, who you was never here, never. Like like her, you can disrespect the mom, but the dad, the dad loved her for who she was. He let her do what she wanted. She trusted her. He was always there for her emotionally, versus the mom that who was never there. So and but then I was like, and you did your daddy like that, dirty? Mm-mm. And the fact that he forgave her, I was like, yeah, you shouldn't. Because honestly, like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, my mom was really fucked up. And she always said that she changed. But, like, deep down, that hoe never changed. She's still the same little bitch on the inside. And, like, I'm sorry, mom, but yo la conozco como mi palma, and I know how she acts. And, like, because of who she is and the way she acted and the way she lied and she manipulated me and gaslighted me, um, it made me realize like make myself strong and make myself realize that people are not going to change unless they choose to change, or if and sometimes people don't even change, they just lie to you just to make you go back with them or whatever they might be. And so yeah, I don't know what the fuck that had to do with one thing. But yeah, so yeah, Nate was super cute. Chuck was, you know what? I don't know how I feel about Chuck because Chuck, Loki, like he was just such a whore. Like that, bro. Like bro wanted to fuck everything and anything, and then I was like, you know what? Go ahead, do your thing, but like, bro, you need to get an STD tested, bitch. Also, can we talk about how like basically they're still in high school? Yeah, these motherfuckers were getting fucked up. They were hella drinking, making out with hella of adults. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are we not talking about how much grooming was there, emotionally unavailable parents, how toxic the parents were, how fucked up the parents were. Like, in one of the parts, she was 14, and I guess, like, they went to the bars, and I was like, how the fuck does that shit happen? Like, why would what the fuck were the parents doing? Because those motherfuckers weren't literally doing anything. Except, like, fucking getting mad at them when they did, like, fucked up shit. Like, bro, you is not better than them, and you shouldn't really be pointing fingers here and be like, you should have chose better, because, bitch, you didn't either. The fuck? Like, children really are a reflection of who you are, and honestly, if you're not a good parent, or if you just are emotionally unavailable, like, your child's probability to be emotionally unavailable is honestly equally as high. So, I don't know. I just didn't like that. Because I was like, damn, these motherfuckers, I just didn't like that. Also, sorry about the sound of that. Ahorita leche, I put in fucking, what the fuck is that shit called? Oh my god. Ya calienté la canela. So that's done. Now I put in the atole. No, the oatmeal, my bad. The oatmeal. And you gotta let it cook. And they told me, like, mix it around. Just don't let it to get too espeso. But yeah, for sure. But as I was saying, the show was really good. There was a lot of character development. But yeah, Chuck was nasty. He was such a weirdo, dude. Like, I was like, nah, bro, you're mad weird. Like, why the fuck are you like that? That her dad, though, Chuck's dad, I hated him. Well, not hated him, but it was so fucked up because I was like, and then I realized, like, through the season, I understood why Chuck acted the way he did. I feel like all he just wanted was to be loved, honestly. I don't really think he asked for more than just to be loved. I think that was a problem with him, is that his dad was literally such an emotionally unavailable person, and that's why, like, Chuck was the way he was, if we're being honest. I think that was super fucked up. So yeah, that is that. Serena's mom, she grew this season. I really liked the way she became. I like that she was just like, for once, like, I don't know, like, I feel like the beginning of the season, she was like super nice. Like, she was never a bad mom. Well, but like, I liked who she at the end developed to be. Like, she was very much like, I am going to put my kids first before what, like, she did what she felt was right, but also, like, she never was like, if Serena was like, hey mom, like, I don't want you to do this, she would never do it. Like, honestly, Serena's mom was honestly a legend for that. Versus Blair's mom, I hated that hoe. That hoe was so fucked up to Blair. Like, she called her fat. She was like, you're ugly, you're never this. But then when she started to have an eating disorder, she was like, no, you're too skinny, or you're doing all this. And I was like, nah, fuck you, because how the fuck is people not gonna have eating disorders if you literally, like, keep making them feel some type of way? Like, what would you expect? So I hated her. The dad, I didn't hate as much, but I was also like, dude, like, your child just, like, needs you. Like, I was like, damn, you gay. That's fine and everything. But that's one thing I realized, is that these parents did everything except fucking raise their children. Those motherfuckers were fucking everything and anything. And then when their children did something, all of a sudden they were like, I don't know who you were. Oh, I didn't raise you like that. Like, bro, no. No, you guys cannot be pointing fingers, because honestly, the fingers go back to you hoes. So I was like, nah, fuck that. So I didn't like that. I was like, nah, you guys are fucked up. Now, instead of telling these motherfuckers that they need help, y'all need help. But yeah, sorry, let's keep talking. Blair, I love Serena's mom. I think she was such a patty. Her brother, I think he was so cute. I feel like he should have been more in the season, but I also kind of get why he wasn't. He was such a little cutie. I liked him. At the end of the season, when they were like, yeah, I'm gay, I thought that was well done. Like, that's such a controversial thing to do by then, you know what I mean? Like, especially for early 2000s. Like, that was big of the CW to be like, you gays, we're with you. I'm kidding, but also I'm not kidding. Like, if you know anything about the early 2000s, homophobia was like literally more accepted than anything. Just fucked up. Sorry. It's just that whenever I talk about certain things, I feel like my ears are trying to tell me not to talk about them. And like the loose always like it starts to like go on and off. And you guys may think he's crazy, low key. Maybe I am. Just kidding. No, but for sure, like it does and that shit, so it kind of trips me out. But right now, I already added the oatmeal, added the salt, and now I added the milk, and I added the sweet condensed milk, which is lechera. So yeah, but yeah, I'll keep talking to you guys. What else? Oh yeah, Chuck's side was like Blair's mom was okay. Joe's dad, I think he was super cool. I liked him. I low-key wish I had a dad and he was like him. I'd have been like so happy. Cause low-key he was very much like, I'm gonna love you guys for who you guys are. At the end, I like when they got the like pregnancy scare on one of the episodes. He was like, "But you're too young," you know. And he was serious, and I like that because, you know, he was like, "I still love you, but like you, bro, you're too fucking young for that shit. I don't want you to see shit." And I realized that he did that because he was like, "I don't want you to go through that," but he was like very. I like the way he reacted. I thought that it was very good. Black mom was fucked up. Didn't like her. I'm sorry for repeating myself. Who are there? Oh yeah, let's talk about Joe's and freaking Jenny's mom. Hated that hoe. Hated that hoe from the moment I saw her. I was like, you was a hoe. Because dude, this bitch kept cheating and then they were okay with it, which I was like, for sure, you know, if that's your thing, do it. But I didn't like how the mom was like so fucking freaking fucked up to her, like to her children. Like she was like, I want you guys to be there for me, but I'm also not going to be there for you. So apologize me, like I'm sorry for it. But it's like, oh, you was not sorry. Because honestly, if she was sorry, she would have done none of that shit. She didn't give a fuck about anything except her freaking pissy. And I'm not. It's not. This is no hate towards women. Like I will love you guys, but like her as a mother, I don't even consider her a mother to be honest. Like she just was not it. Like she just was. No. But yeah. What else should I do? Who else are we gonna give an opinion on? Oh, Nate's parents. I'm sorry. I totally forget about him. Cause honestly, Loki kind of my least favorite. Well, no, he's kind of my favorite. Like I guess like guy characters on that show because let's be real, Joe is annoying. Chuck is such a weirdo. Nate was like the only one that was like, I like you. I think you're kind of dramatic, but I see where you're coming from, and I think you're coming from a good place. So I'll let it go. His parents were super fucked up because they were literally making his son basically get married to Blair just so that they can take money. And I was like, that's fucked up. Sorry. That's like super fucked up to do to your child. You know what I mean? Like making them marry someone just so you don't go broke. Bitch, how the fuck are you gonna make your children take the responsibility? And I always hated he was like, do it for your mom or do this for your parents. Like, bro, you do it. You're the fucking adult. It's the fuck. Why the fuck you gotta make a child fucking do shit like that? Y'all are fucking weird. Like, I know that, like, you know, like, bitch, this isn't the 1800s, ho. Like, this isn't even the early 90s, bitch, anymore. Like, the fuck? I thought that was so weird that they always try to, like, they kind of were growing him into being with someone just because they wanted the money, but it was like, how the fuck is it he at fault? You know? Like, at the end of the season, like, he was like, he was like, oh, he got ended up fleeing for money laundering, and I was like, am I surprised? No, but I'm also like, I hated him, and I hated the mom because the mom always like blamed him that the dad was doing drugs and he was doing cocaine and he was doing all this. It's like, it's your fault because you don't do what we want you to do, so that we don't have to be broke because we didn't make smart decisions. The fuck? Nah. I was like, cancel them. I was like, nah, fuck them. Fuck them. They were fucking weird for doing shit like that. Like, I just was like, The dad, terrible. The mother was even worse because, like, she was like basically telling her child, she tried to be a man because the dad couldn't be the man. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I think that's so fucking weird when like women do shit like that where they try to make their sons be like that aspect. Like, it's, I think that's really weird when like they're like, oh yeah, you're the man of the house, you gotta do this. And then I think that it's just so weird because it's like, why would you make your child your child, it's just even just that, like, make them be like, oh, you're a man, like, bro, he's a child. Do not need, he doesn't even, you don't even gotta be saying shit like that. Like, that's fucking weird. Like, the fuck. Because honestly, I feel like this is a conversation we need to talk about, how women can groom men into being the most fucked up men. Can we talk about that? Because Miss Summer Walker called her when Miss Summer Walker in her new album said, you know what? Your mama should beat your ass because you ain't shit. I was like, Miss Summer Walker knew what the fuck she was talking. And she said what needed to be said, because honestly, some of these women, these bitches, need to be stopped. Because yeah, like, we always talk about how like men groom and all this, but honestly, some women groom men into being like really fucked up or being really disgusting. And we need to talk about that too, because honestly, if we're gonna hold men accountable for doing shit like that, why shouldn't we do the same for women? Like, talk about how like women can be weird too. Women can be predators. Women can be shit like that. Like, you know. Sorry, this kind of goes off topic, but it just makes me so mad because I'm just like, it's so freaking fucked up how the way they like, you know, we talk about like men do all this, but like, and like I do agree because honestly men are weird, but I also feel like we need to talk about how like women can be the problem as well and how their mentality, because I've seen like certain moms make their sons become like enable their behavior. And I was like, I was like, y'all are weird. Y'all are weird for doing shit like that. And I know y'all gonna say like, you know, women were groomed too, but it's like, it's also like, that's one thing about me. Like, I'm always such a like such a stand on. It's like, it's not people's fault, or nor should people take responsibility for your fucking issues. Like, I'm sorry if you went through something that hurt you or put you in that position, but honestly, like, it's no one's else fault for what you went through. And like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not victim blaming, but a lot of you guys try to always blame other people for the issues you went through and be like, oh, I did this thing because, you know, I went through something bad and like I didn't know how to cope. Like, bro, everyone like has trauma, everyone has to shit, but like, but if you choose to deflect and blame everyone else for your shit, at that point, bro, you are the problem. Because yeah, like, that's so weird. Like, take responsibility and accountability. It's not okay to be like, not take responsibility, accountability. So weird. Um, but yeah, but yeah, that's my opinion on them. I just didn't like the mom. Mom was weird. The dad, he was such a fucking coward. I was like, yo ain't, yo thought you got it. Yo ain't shit. Sorry about that, Josh. I am. I'm currently like at an accident and I broke my toes and I can't walk out. So like, I can't go to throw the trash myself. Yeah, I would have to have someone help me, or I can't go buy food because I literally can't to get upstairs because I live in the second floor. For a moment, I was eating this freaking granola bar, but then I was like, wait a minute. I just should chill up at that. Pero no. I was saying, sorry. It's like super hard for me to go upstairs and go downstairs. I want to have someone help me, so I really wait until like my mom, my sister come over so I can have them like throw away my trash. And I feel bad, but like I'm physically not able to, like I'm not capable of it. Like guy gets crutches, and like your crutches are obviously you're grabbing your crutches, so you're not able to like be accessible to like grab shit. I can't even have anything on my hands, like, so yeah, like I struggle so much. Like, and like I say I could, going up the stairs, I can. I just physically I'm not able to. Yeah, sorry, I got shocked. But yeah, Nate's dad were weird. They needed therapy. Every one of them needed therapy. Every fucking one. The only person who didn't need therapy, the maid, Blair's maid. She was the only real bitch here. Maybe Joe's dad. No. That motherfucker had issues. Oh yeah, because like Loki, him, Joe's dad, and Blair's mom, they had a thing when they were younger, and like, I never got over her, and it was because like situations, and we ended up finding out in the future that season 1, I guess, the mom
I
was
meant
like
Serena, not
Blair's
Blair.
grandmother made her mom be like, it's like if you don't leave house, like I'm gonna take your money away. I'm just inheriting you and all this. So she chose her money. She chose her bag, which at first I was like, oh my god, that's so fucked up. But no, she was like chasing that bag, BAG, capitalized hoe, because she's so right though. I 100% agree with it. Like I don't agree with her why she did that, but I was just like, she did what she has to do. At the end of the day, Joe's dad, the motherfucker was so invested in everything and anything else. I just have to tell me. I told her like weirdo. I'm like so sorry if like I keep like being rambling and like going one thing and then another. Like I'm just kind of like going based off of what I remember. So yeah. But yeah, that's my opinion and my opinion on the season. I thought it was really good. I am going to be watching the rest of the seasons. I'm really, really excited for them. Later we found out was Gossip Girl. I was not surprised, but I was surprised. And I had kind of already spoiled that for myself. So, if I were you, don't really look for any of the questions. Keep in the questions. And I feel like, oh my god, sorry, I had a fire. As it goes on, you'll figure it out. Don't spoil it for yourself. I feel like if you were trying to enjoy it, or if you really listen to this episode, so you really did spoil a little bit. But after this, don't spoil it. Cause I don't really think I spoiled anything on the futures and on the next seasons or even the show in general. And I don't really think I made it obvious or pointed who might marry or not be. So yeah. But yeah. That was cooking and making a tole de avena with me and me giving reviews and opinions about Gossip Girl. I would say it's 10 out of 10. I would recommend it. I've only watched season 1, so that's only my opinion I'm giving out right now. So that's what I'm basing it off. I don't know what's gonna be in the future. I've heard mixed reviews about the rest of the show, so that's why I was kind of hesitant to watch it, because they were like, I don't like the ending. And honestly, am I surprised though? Because with a lot of shows, they always fuck up the endings. Like, why? Like, why? It's like really hard to not fuck up a show like the ending, because I feel like a lot of shows are really, really good, but as they progress, they start adding some bullshit as ideas, or they literally change completely the storyline, or they just start doing weird shit. Now, if you're hearing this and you're a producer, please don't do shit like that. Just go along with what you guys were originally gonna write, and stop doing like this shit. Like Riverdale, that shit was good, but after fucking season 1, bitch, that shit went downhill. Literally, like, no mames, se pasaron bien culero. Like, just didn't like it. Um, Sabrina. Sabrina's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina were so good. I love the ending. I love that show. I feel like we need a petition to get back Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, because that show was so freaking good, dude. Like the editing, the acting, the people who were acting, the representation was exquisite. Like they had great black characters. They had great like representation. No, not the great. I just feel like they have represented LGBTQ representation. They could have done more representation with black people, if I'm being honest with you, because But I mean, they have done a better job than a lot of shows or products or whatever. They did it. They better have done better. But I would totally recommend watching that. Um, but did you guys see that doesn't even have to do anything with Gossip Girl? I'm just kind of that was all I had to say about Gossip Girl. Um, Sabrina's gonna go back on Riverdale like for a special, and I'm like so excited, because if you're a Chilling Adventure of Sabrina fan from Netflix series, I'm so excited. Like when I saw her, I was like, I'm watching Riverdale just for Miss Sabrina Spellman. Because if you guys don't know, Sabrina Spellman is like a witch, and basically Riverdale is based off on Archie comics, and basically Sabrina and Archie comics are based in the same universe. So it's kind of like if it was like DC or Marvel, they have different universes, and that's one of the things it does. And I love the cartoon version. Like if you've ever heard of Archie comics, they're really freaking good. Like the cartoon version on Cubo, rest in peace Cubo. Um, they were so good. Like I like the cartoons. I like the show. I like that they did change the different things, and I did like that they made Veronica and Betty not fight for Archie as much, because in the comics, like it was like obvious how Betty was so desperate for Archie, and Veronica was like not like was for Archie, and Archie just wanted Veronica, and like all this. And I kind of like that this with the Riverdale, they made it like where Jughead and Betty were a thing. I haven't really watched the newest season. I only know certain things, but I don't really want to spoil it. Well, I mean, kind of have, but like I haven't completely. I'm just kind of going based off of like what I know, and I'm not really spoiling what exactly the show happens. Damn, that water went the fucking wrong hole. Fuck. Shit. Oof. But yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, that's it for this week's episode. I hope you guys like the review. Um, I'll be posting a new episode this week. And I'll see you guys next week. And honestly, please rate this 5 stars, share with other people, share them with your friends, family members, and anyone else you love or you know. Please rate 5 stars and please give me great reviews. Please give me good feedback. Tell me what you want to hear, see, talk about. Um, just because like I feel like that way I can engage and ask and give what you guys want. Just because like I have ideas, but it's like I want you guys to tell me. But don't be bitches because y'all be like, this is what the one problem my bad is that a lot of you guys always like creators always like, oh, here, give me opinion and feedback. Se pasan de verga, son bien culeros. I was like, so no, conmigo no culeros. O sea, I'm gonna just make this clear from right now. Guys, give me feedback, give me your opinion, pero no se pasen de verga. Because I've seen the way y'all tear down certain YouTubers, and I ain't gonna be the one, bitch. I don't wanna be, I'm not tiny enough for that shit. But yeah, that was it for this week's episode. I'm so sorry that I just kind of ended abruptly. I was fucking choking, and I'm slowly still kind of am. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, please rate this 5 stars if you guys want to watch the video version. I'll leave the link below on the back form. Please follow me on my social media. I will leave the link down below, and I will also leave the link on where you can stream Unique Nostalgia. These are some of the platforms I remember. It's on Anchor, of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Radio Shack, and much more. I will leave the link on my Instagram bio if you want to, but I'll also leave in the show notes on the bottom on the description, and I will give you guys all that information and that fun stuff. Share with people you love. And I'll see you guys next week. And I'm sorry that shit ended up abruptly. I was dying and I was trying to end it, and I didn't want to like edit this part and then cancel it and then go edit back, and I'm not doing that. What do I look like? Alicia Marine full episode? Y'all knew what y'all signed up for. I wasn't gonna be rated or set up from the beginning. Eventually I will. As of right now, I don't even know how to edit my home screen. So but yeah, I'll see you guys next week. And I hope you guys liked the review. If you guys want me to review any other shows, any other things, and want me to watch and talk about, let me know. I will totally do that. And I will see you guys next week because your boy is gonna be consistent. Also, if you actually totally sorry off topic and like, but I'm going back to school, so I will be making vlogs and posting videos on my journey on going back to school for being cosmetology slash barber slash, slash basic aesthetics, and I will be posting videos more frequently. I will be making podcast episodes. But if you want to see more about me and see me do more stuff, like totally follow me. I'm going to be doing that because I feel like why not? But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.